Alright, episode 5, we are about halfway. The bloodbath. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Michael runs away from the cornucopia. Chica runs into the cornucopia and hides. Evan, Freddy, and Jeremy run away from the cornucopia. Foxy breaks Susie's nose for a basket of bread. Gregory gathers as much food as he can. Oswald, Gabriel, and Golden Freddy started fighting, but Gabriel runs away as Oswald kills Golden Freddy. Mrs. Afton runs away from the cornucopia. Millie grabs a sword. Charlie finds a bow, some arrows, and a quiver. Jessica steps off her podium too soon and blows up. Andrew runs away from the cornucopia. Dylan finds a bag full of explosives. Cassidy runs away from the cornucopia along with Bonnie, Fritz, and Elizabeth. William, Sarah, and Cassie work together to get as many supplies as possible. Day 1 in the Hunger Games. Elizabeth tries to spear fish with a trident. Evan kills his brother as he tries to run. Sarah thinks about home. Oswald accidentally detonates a landmine while trying to arm it. Mrs. Afton and Foxy hunt for other tributes. Andrew bashes Fritz's head in with a mace. Bonnie collects fruit from a tree. Dylan receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Gregory stalks Gabriel. Chica and Cassie work together for the day. Charlie overhears Freddy and Susie talking in the distance. William and Jeremy work together for the day. Cassidy diverts Millie's attention and runs away. Fallen tributes. 5 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Golden Freddy from District 3, Jessica from District 9, Michael from District 6, Oswald from District 10, and Fritz from District 4. Night 1. Freddy begs for Andrew to kill him. He refuses, keeping Freddy alive. Gregory cries himself to sleep. Jeremy is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Mrs. Afton receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Gabriel screams for help. Dylan, Charlie, and Evan cheerfully sing songs together. Elizabeth stays awake all night. Cassidy goes to sleep. William receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Cassie receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Susie tries to sing herself to sleep. Foxy, Millie, Chica, Sarah, and Bonnie sleep in shifts. Day 2 in the Hunger Games. Gabriel begs for Freddy to kill him. He refuses, keeping Gabriel alive. Dylan picks flowers. Susie injures herself. Mrs. Afton defeats her son in a fight but spares his life. Chica receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Gregory fishes. Jeremy collects fruit from a tree. Foxy camouflages himself in the bushes. Elizabeth practices her archery. Cassidy attacks Bonnie, but he manages to escape. Andrew tends to Sarah's wounds. William and Cassie split up to search for resources. Millie fishes. Charlie is pricked by thorns while picking berries. No one has died yet so far. Night 2. Freddy and Gregory sleep in shifts. Cassidy receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Sarah, Susie, Charlie, and Andrew sleep in shifts. Jeremy sets up camp for the night. Millie, Elizabeth, Foxy, and Evan sleep in shifts. Chica cries herself to sleep. Gabriel is awoken by nightmares. I wonder why. Williams shoots an arrow at his wife but misses and kills Bonnie instead. Dylan is awoken by nightmares. Cassie looks at the night sky. Day 3 in the Hunger Games. Foxy and Charlie hunt for other tributes. William receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Gabriel travels to higher ground. Evan kills Cassie as she tries to run. Cassidy practices her archery. Susie fishes. Mrs. Afton, Gregory, and Elizabeth hunt for other tributes. Millie collects fruit from a tree. Freddie tries to sleep through the entire day. Sarah sprains her ankle while running away from Andrew. Chica repeatedly stabs Dylan to death with sighs. Jeremy receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Fallen tributes. 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Bonnie from District 1, Cassie from District 12, and Dylan from District 11. Night 3. Gregory, Jeremy, and Foxy sleep in shifts. Elizabeth tries to treat her infection. Charlie looks at the night sky. Andrew and Gabriel huddle for warmth. Millie and Cassidy sleep in shifts. William begs for Sarah to kill him. She refuses, keeping William alive. Chica begs for Mrs. Afton to kill her. She refuses, keeping Chica alive. Susie receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Evan starts a fire. Freddy accidentally detonates a landmine while trying to arm it. Day 4 in the Hunger Games. Foxy receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Sarah runs away from Evan. Elizabeth defeats Jeremy in a fight but spares his life. Cassidy receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Andrew dies trying to escape the arena. Gregory stabs Chica in the back with a trident. Mrs. Afton runs away from Susie. Charlie stalks William. Gabriel pushes Millie off of a cliff during a knife fight. Fallen tributes. 4 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Freddy from District 1, Andrew from District 8, Chica from District 2, and Millie from District 11. Night 4. Gabriel tries to sing himself to sleep. Foxy and Susie tell stories about themselves to each other. Charlie, Mrs. Afton, and Evan cheerfully sing songs together. Gregory thinks about home. Cassidy tends to Jeremy's wounds. Sarah receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Elizabeth and William hold hands. Day 5 in the Hunger Games. Foxy is pricked by thorns while picking berries. William steals from Susie while she isn't looking. Sarah receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Gabriel dies from hunger. Charlie and Evan work together for the day. Cassidy and Evan split up to search for resources. Mrs. Afton severely injures Jeremy and leaves him to die. Gregory makes a wooden spear. Arena event. A cloud of poisonous smoke starts to fill the arena. Mrs. Afton survives. Sarah sacrifices herself so Cassidy can get away. Gregory is engulfed in a cloud of poisonous smoke. Susie and William agree to die in the cloud together, but Susie pushes William in without warning. That is definitely karma for him. Elizabeth and Evan survive. Foxy is engulfed in the cloud of poisonous smoke. Charlie survives. Fallen tributes. 6 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Gabriel from District 5, Jeremy from District 5, Sarah from District 10, Gregory from District 12, William from District 7, and Foxy from District 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are out. Night 5. Elizabeth thinks about home. Mrs. Afton forces Susie to kill Evan or Cassidy. She decides to kill her son. Charlie falls into a frozen lake and drowns. The feast. The cornucopia is replenished by food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families. Cassidy snaps Elizabeth's neck. Mrs. Afton strangles Susie after engaging in a fistfight. Day 6 in the Hunger Games. Cassidy throws a knife into Mrs. Afton's chest. That leaves falling tributes. 5 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Evan from District 8, Charlie from District 9, Elizabeth from District 6, Susie from District 4, and Mrs. Afton from District 7. That leaves Cassidy from District 3 as the winner. Cassidy first, Mrs. Afton second, Susie third, Elizabeth fourth, and Charlie in fifth. Whew. Looks like this season really got a lot more interesting than the last. Who will keep up the streak and will they win or will someone else win? We'll have to see in episode 6.